Oh, thank goodness. I love that theme music. Howdy to everyone. Welcome to Wise Words. Huey's my name. We give you a little window into Wise employment, and today we've got something extra special for you because we're going to be talking all things art, something I know very little about, but thankfully two of our guests know plenty about it, so much so they're going to put on a festival. It's called SALA, or it's part of SALA, and it's an art festival that'll be coming to our Adelaide office next month. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but first I want to chat to two of the stars of the show, literally. Matthew and Grantley, very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
G'day.
How are we going? It's good to have you on the screens. Fair to say we've had a few technical difficulties, which have meant you guys have been a bit delayed, and we do appreciate your patience, so thanks very much. Now, Matt, you're a member of the Wise Employment team in Adelaide, or as I like to refer to it, Radelaide. Do you want to give us a little bit of a window into your world and how you fit in at Wise, how long you've been here and what you get up to?
Yeah, absolutely. So a bit about my story with Wise. Been with the company for about 3 years. Before this, I was in a whole different industry in terms of debt collection.
Okay.
But I've always had a passion to help with people and work in the community. So I've had a lot of people intervene in my life that kind of changed my trajectory and my purpose. So yeah, fitting into Wise, it was like a perfect fit. My role that I've been doing for the past 2 years in Wise is the in-work support. So I help those from the first day towards the 6 months, 12 months in employment to up to after that, whilst they're continuing their journey in employment and their career. As long as they still decide to stay with us, I'm there to support them too.
Beauty. And why don't you tell us a bit about yourself, Grantley? How did you come to be in contact with Wise? And have you known Matt for a while? How does that work?
I've known Matt since the duration, I would guess. If he's only been working for Wise for 3 years, I've certainly been involved with Wise a bit longer than that through circumstances beyond my control. I was thrust into a situation where I was out of a job, and that was during COVID. Unfortunately, after COVID, when I did regain employment, I had a bit of an accident and lost a little bit of my digit.
Oh, wow.
Followed by a heart attack. And that really put me in a position where I thought, gee, maybe I might never even work again. But with the help of Matt and the help of Wise, I found a great job and working back in the industry that I love. And it's great because we all need to work, I reckon. If we don't have something to do, we get depressed.
It was, as Matt's talking about, it's a bit of purpose behind the life, isn't it? It's not just about making the money, it's also about driving your purpose. Can you shed a bit of light into the finger? What happened to the digit? I'm interested.
So I'm a picture framer by trade. I'm a wood machinist, but I've done picture framing for the last 20 years. And jammed it under a clamp and crushed it off. So I didn't even cut it off. I crushed it off.
Oh, goodness me.
So it was quite painful, the post-operative pain being the most brutal out of all of it. But I've had to learn to do a lot of different things and use my hands differently.
I was going to say, are you left or right? Are you a lefty or a righty?
No, I'm right-handed, so that was one bonus that it didn't affect me as deeply as it might have affected someone who was left-handed. But nevertheless, it's been a journey, and I've certainly had to do a lot of physio to get the finger even back flexible and use it properly. And
the heart attack, it can be a scary, scary thing. One of my oldest brother had one when he was quite young, and it can creep up on you. You got to make sure you stay on top of the ticker. How's that going?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks. It's a massive operation. I had a quadruple bypass, so that was pretty full on. They took a huge vein out of my leg and grafted it into my chest, and I didn't know what was going to be the outcome of that. So it's been a long recovery. I'm feeling a lot better now than I was early doors, that's for sure. But yeah, I've had to give up the fags and give up anything that I absolutely liked in life ever.
Wow.
So that's the hardest part of the journey, is giving up all the stuff I love.
No, I get that. What about
if you love it and it's bad for you, you love it.
And with the support of Wise, are you back sort of in the picture framing bizzo outside of the art stuff? Or is it, right, okay. So we got you straight back into the industry where you hurt yourself. Have you got any
true.
You get a bit nervous sometimes when you've got a clamp in front of you, or?
It's funny. Early doors I did because the machine was exactly the same.
I would.
It's quite a common. Yeah, it's quite a common machine in the industry. So the first day I was like, "Oh, here we go. Probably lose another digit now." But I've managed to calm the nerves and keep my work processes quite methodical. So no rash moves, and I haven't lost any more digits. So I don't plan to lose any either.
It's good to have you here, Grantley, and great to see you in good spirits.
Thanks.
Seeing as clearly you've had a bit going on in your life. Matt, tell us about some of the work that you've been doing with Grantley. You talked about the fact you've been sort of working together since the start. What sort of programs have we put Grantley through?
The main program is just I would do my usual check-in with him, because he was someone who's been in the industry for 20 years, like he said. So in terms of the work, he's been all right. But it's more like the check-ins, like how he's doing with his mental health. How's he just fitting in with his workplace? Because we're with him for the first employer. Unfortunately, he lost a finger, or lost a little bit of it. And then after that initial shock, and then the recovery of that process, then working with him to embark on his second employer as well with us. And so the main part of that was just being an advocate for him. Yeah. So just being able to show his employer that, look, yes, he had that accident, and but with some support from us and through the employer, knowing about just whatever condition he does have, just point that he is a reliable worker, and there's a big trust factor that will help advocate that. Look, Grantley is very he's very excited to go back into the workforce. Yeah. And I just looking for an employer who's very supportive as well.
Yeah, it was good on your part. I mean, that really gave Frank a lot of trust to hire me back, because as I've said to you before, Matt, and you know this, I've said a lot of people might have looked at me, and when he's had a heart attack, he's lost his finger, what's he doing? I don't want to hire him. But I think with the support of Wise, it really made Frank confident to hire me, knowing he had support no matter what happened or what the outcome was. And it's turned out to be great. So it's invaluable, the support that you guys give.
Hey, Beauty, this is a great story. And look, we're almost running out of time. Grantley, I'm definitely going to get you back for another podcast. I want to have a bit more of a chat to you, but we're going to run out of time today because we need to talk about this art exhibition. So, Matt, the stage is yours. Talk to us a little bit about the art exhibition in which Grantley's artwork is going to be centre stage.
Yes, so we're talking about SALA, and what SALA is short for is South Australia Living Artists Festival. It's been going around since 1998. It's a festival to celebrate and give opportunity towards artists to work with sponsors, galleries, just to promote their talents, right? So what started as a 1-week festival has now expanded to an entire month of August. And basically we wish people to be part of that process as well, to shine spotlight towards our customers and their artwork.
And we're building towards a big opening night. Is it access anyone for the opening night? I think it's August 1, is it?
Yes, definitely open for everyone. As well as going to open some accessibility nights as well for the deaf-blind community and the sensory community as well. So I'm just real excited just to open this and showcase all our customers to their artwork. Yeah, Beauty, we'll have all the detail in the show notes on YouTube. So if you want any detail on either the opening night or the exhibition itself at SALA. Hey, Grantley, you can't see it, but trust me, we're looking at some of your artwork right now. Obviously, you're a photographer. I trusted you. You're a photographer, so just give us a rundown. How long have you been taking the snaps for?
Yeah, I got my first camera when I was 11, so I was a very young lad, and it's something that's been a constant throughout my life. I've always photographed the things that I'm interested in. I've always taken my camera with me if I'm out at a gig, or I was pretty heavily into skateboarding as a younger man, so I worked for quite a few skateboard magazines and that sort of thing. So it's always been stuff that I enjoy. So the photography has always been something that's kept me grounded. It's fantastic.
You're like
a great thing.
You're like an onion with missing a digit. Every time we're opening a layer, I'm finding all these different things about you, Grantley. I'm definitely getting you back for another podcast. Hey, I am a big fan.
That'd be great. I'll be happy to.
Beauty, mate. Yeah. We're gonna do it. I'm a big fan of Suburb Stone. So we're looking at that one right now. Can you just give us a little bit of rundown of where the inspiration comes for some of these things?
Yeah, for sure. That was a night. That was big storm. Obviously, so I've heard the crack of lightning. Looked out the window, put the camera tripod in the car, bam, and found a good vantage and spot. And some of those cracks of lightning, I tell you, they're making the hairs on my back of my neck stand up. The electricity was that close.
Were you standing out there with a golf club or something to try and attract that
like
lightning?
a lightning rod, exactly. A tripod, you know.
Well, I guarantee that's a surefire way of losing another digit or maybe having another heart attack, Grantley. So I wouldn't be doing that.
So I tell you what, it could have been any day. It could have been any day because I reckon I could have got struck by lightning that night quite easily, but managed to avoid it and got that crack and shot. So very happy with that one. It's nice, the car tail light going through it as well. That just left the red line was a car went through while the camera was exposing.
Some really, really nice stuff, Grantley. Like I said, we're whipping through it now. But if you want to see it for real, Matt, one last plug. Where do they go and how do they know about it?
Yes, from the 1st of August to the end of August, 78 Curry Street at our Wise Employment City office is where you'll find us. Open office hours, and yeah, we'd love to have you there.
Grantley Trenwith and Matthew Pham, Wise Employment partners in job and in life. What a great bunch of humans. And that's what you get here on Wise Words, a window into Wise Employment. All the details for the exhibition are in the show notes. Do yourself a favour, take a look at it, and maybe even buy Grantley's artwork. Help him with a new digit. See you guys.
See you.
Take it easy.